Hi, my name is Marina Murillo, and the first good experience I'd like to talk about is the time that I graduated all 4 years of high school. For some, this may seem like a given, and that graduating high school is really easy, but for me, I went through a slightly different process. I'll give a little bit of context and background. So, when I was in eighth grade, I was homeschooled because my school prior to that year had shut down, and it's kind of hard to get into a new school eighth grade year. So my friend decided to, well, her mom was like a teacher and she helped homeschool me and my friend. So that year was really challenging for me because I was taken out of all social environments and I was put into a more isolated situation, which caused me to be nervous while applying to high schools. So when I finally applied to high school, I applied where my sister was going, and what happened is that I got waitlisted. When I got waitlisted, I was really sad because I felt like I wasn't good enough to go to a real normal high school, but eventually they let me in and they saw that I was really a student and not one of those homeschoolers who did no work. So from that situation, I really did enjoy the first 3 years of high school, but I decided to continue my academic career somewhere else senior year, and I transferred to a different school, which was definitely a great experience for me. And even though it was a hard decision, being the last year of high school, it was a decision that I don't regret. And from that experience, I was able to grow and be more focused, be more independent, and just grow in general. Another good experience I've had is definitely moving out and dorming here at Drew University. I know that I feel like for a lot of people that's a good experience to have because it is a big decision to get up and move away from your room. I have my grandma at home, my mom, my dad. I have 3 dogs, so it's really hard to be okay, I'm making this decision to dorm at college where I won't be able to see my parents every day. Yes, I do live in New Jersey, but I'm far enough where it's my parents can't take me home every weekend and I can't see them every weekend. So for me that was hard because I'm a homebody and I always if I'm not at school or work, I'll probably be at home chilling, watching Netflix. So for me, it was really nerve-wracking to move out of my house, I guess. As much as I did want the freedom of being not always with my parents, it was also hard because I didn't want to leave and feel vulnerable, I guess, and feel what happens if I need this or if I need that, what happens if I'm having an emotional time, if I need my mom, it's gonna be hard. But then I ended up rooming with my good friend that I've been friends with for 6 years, so she definitely helped the dorm moving out of my house process, and that was a really good experience because I guess it showed bravery, courage, and flexibility because I didn't I made it through moving out even though it was hard. Another good experience I've experienced actually just more recently was getting a job off of campus. Me personally, I knew I wanted a job, but I didn't really want to work on campus just because I wanted to be away, have a getaway almost from going to classes and being in the same buildings because Drew is a small campus. So I was looking for a job and I wasn't sure where I could apply because I don't have a car. And then one of my good friends recommended me for a job at a pet store called Pet Value, and I applied. And at first I was a little bit unsure because it's a 6-minute Uber, but then I ended up getting the job. And for me, this was a really good experience because I've always worked, well, since I was 15, I've always had a job and been able to be somewhat independent financially, but like moving into college, like I had to get like acclimated to the college life and learn how to adjust like my school schedule with like a working schedule. So for the first semester, I decided not to have a job, but then this semester I was like, I really need a job, and I didn't want to like wait too long because I feel like I needed to feel like financially like stable right now. So like through getting a job this semester, it definitely was a good experience because it gave me some financial freedom, independence, and definitely was able to give me more of a balanced lifestyle because I don't play sports here at Drew. So it gave me more things to do during the week, which is good. So the last experience I'd like to commemorate on is the retreat I went to in a youth group here at Drew University. That was definitely a good experience because, whoa!